Yeah, signing day yesterday is always a great day for our program. It's the culmination of a lot of these players' hard work, dreams, and goals, and really a starting point to the next phase of their career. Before I get started on that, a couple quick thank yous. This is a campus-wide effort. I mean, all the way from Dr. Robbins, our president, was involved in this particular recruiting class, to all the people in athletics, academic support services, and then really the main people I want to thank is our staff, Sergio Brown and Dave Lawn in particular. The amount of work that has gone into putting this group together was significant, and we addressed a lot of the needs that we want, mostly on the mound. 15 players that we feel really good about, that have a chance to have an immediate impact when you talk about the 2020 season, and then really establish himself over a long period of time here at Arizona. Going through them briefly, each guy, first one in alphabetical order, Will Bartlett, first baseman, catcher, goes to IMG Academy in Florida. He lives in California. Actually, Will has got a chance to be a special hitter here, has really emerged over the last year. You know, good balance of average power, and he also brings a lot of leadership skills to the table, which are very much welcomed within our program. Next one, left-hander Ian Churchill from Santa Barbara City College in California. Had a tremendous summer in the Alaska League this year. Was one of the top prospects in the league, if I'm not mistaken. You know, tremendous pitchability. Coach Lon, I got to tip my hat to him, went up there this summer and got a chance to see Ian, and on that long flight home said this is somebody we need to add, and we're certainly excited about Ian. Next one is Hunter Cope, 6'9", right-handed pitcher. We're going to have to keep Coach Miller away from him because he's athletic too, so it'll probably be a good post player in basketball. But tremendous ability, fastball up to 95 miles an hour, really good competitor, really good breaking ball, and limitless potential in Hunter, and I think he'll realize a lot of that here in Arizona. Hunter Cranton, J. Sarah High School in California, also has really come into his own over the last few weeks in regards to his development, has really put in some good work and blends another high-level arm, fastball up to 93 miles an hour, good breaking ball, and I really believe Hunter Cranton, his best days are ahead of him. Staying on the mound, staying in Southern California, Andrew Dahlquist, right-hander, up to 91 miles an hour, really good slider, terrific athlete, another projectable guy that you can see. The best years are in front of Andrew, and has performed well all the way through his high school career at Redondo Union. Local guy, Jose DiCachia, another right-handed pitcher. I believe he's one of the best pitchers in the state of Arizona. Competing with a couple of the other guys on this list that I'll mention, but highly competitive guy. Struck out over 100 guys last year in high school in say 58, 59 innings. So legit put away pitch and tremendous arm speed. Another local guy, Herman Fajardo from Nogales, helped them win a state championship last year. Terrific slider. Coach Lon, another guy he was really on me about throughout the recruiting cycle this summer, to say that this guy needs to be a Wildcat, and it took me about 5 pitches to figure out that Coach Lon was right on that one, so we're happy to have him. When you're adding all this good pitching, the catching position is really important. We added Caden Hobson from Redlands East Valley High School in Redlands, California, left-handed hitting catcher, tremendous catch and throw skills, really emerging as a hitter, very physical looking player that when you look at him behind the plate, you look at, that's what a Pac-12 catcher should look like. Blake Klassen, left-handed hitting outfielder and first baseman from J. Sarah High School, also in Southern California. Looks like what I want an Arizona hitter to look like. Has tremendous bat speed, power, really good plate discipline, and one of the best hitters in one of the best high school leagues in the country right now, so we're really excited about Blake. Big pickup for us this summer, Garrett Irvin, left-handed pitcher from Riverside Community College. He was one of the best Division II pitchers in the country last year, decided to transfer And when we got wind or word of that, hopped right on it. It was a highly competitive recruiting battle for Garrett, and we're really excited that he chose Arizona. I had the opportunity to see him pitch 2 weeks ago, and walked away as impressed as I could, and he will be someone that will figure heavily on our pitching staff in 2020. Zach Martinez from Mountain Ridge High School up in the Phoenix area. Zach was one of our top targets in this class when we saw him a few years ago, really, up to 92 miles an hour again with the fastball, 2+ pitches, but I think what separates Zach is his competitiveness. He really believes in his ability and throws the ball with great intent, and you know, just one of those guys that we feel like is going to be really successful. Staying in state for the next couple guys also, Colton McIntosh, versatile infielder, outfielder, utility player from Shadow Mountain High School up in the Phoenix area. Really good athlete, hits from both sides of the plate, can play a lot of positions, and somebody that we think is a very interesting talent that we're excited to work with. Has a tremendous throwing arm. Some people have talked about him as a pitcher, but our primary plan for Colton is as a position player. Chandler Murphy, who I believe was the Arizona State Player of the Year last year from Liberty High School, was one of the first guys that we had committed in this class. Again, high-level performer, +3+ pitches, always puts the ball where he wants it to. Great competitor, just really polished, and one of those guys that when they're this close to you and they're of this quality, you want to get them in your program. So we're very excited about Chandler. Next one, Dawson Netz, perfect game All-American, had a tremendous summer, had video game type numbers and during his high school season last year, helping Maranatha High School win the Southern Section Championship. You know, in my opinion, has a chance to be, you know, one of the best pitchers in the country during his time here, and really limitless potential. Again, fastball up to 94 miles an hour, 3+ pitches, that elite competitiveness, and you know, a staple, you know, rotation type guy in my opinion. Last one is Jacob Shaver, who I believe was our first commitment in the class a long time ago now. Infielder, outfielder, great athlete. I think he scored 24 touchdowns in football this year. It's a little J.J. Taylor comp. We're gonna have to keep someone away from him. Don't want that going on, but great athlete, can play all over the field, and somebody that we're really excited about. Again, elite competitor and those types of things. I think what stands out about this group is you heard a lot of the measurables about what they're capable of, but that it shows up on the field, and they have a winning type quality to them, and they're the type of guys that we want to bring into the program here. So